How's it going, everyone? This is Kenny G, and today we're just going to be talking a little bit about car clubs, car communities, and why they always seem to go to shit. Specifically, some experiences I've had, and why do they go to shit, right? They always seem to go to shit, and I always seem to be on the side of what the F is going on here, right? So, let's just chat a little bit, and maybe you can leave your feedback in the comments, and you can tell me what you think about car communities and why they always seem to go to crap. So, in my case, I'm part of the AE86 community. If you follow my channel, you know that I have AE86s. So, I've been part of the AE86 community for ages, probably 10, 12 years, something like that, a really long time. And I've seen some weird shit over the years. Lots of people come and go, but you also see some people stick around. But mostly what you see is a lot of how do I put it? The communities start off and they're really friendly, at least at the start, right? It's all about helping each other out. I remember when I first joined the 86 community. Within the first year or two, I got to know people in the area, and we helped each other out. And I had two guys when my first engine blew. I had two guys come down an hour drive and help rebuild the motor, like do the head gasket, right? Because what happened was the head gasket blew, and they came down and helped me for free. Nothing, just because we like the same car. But then over time, the community transforms from that, where it's a bunch of cool guys, to people who are in it for the money. They want to take the community and transform it into something to make profit, right? So it starts off. It starts off very positive, and lots of cool guys just doing their thing for cars, like trying to enjoy the hobby. But by the end, it ends up being about profit. And there's always like one or two people who are like, how can I exploit this for profit? And you'll see this in every community. I'm part of video game communities too, and they do it there too. There's lots of people flipping video games for higher prices and shit like that. But it's particularly frustrating in the car community because I'm heavily invested in it. Not only that, but a lot of times there'll be people who take advantage of other people's kindness for their gain, right? So, for example, someone will, accept free labor and then sell, someone will help out build someone's car, and then that person will turn around and flip the car, right? Or someone will give free parts to someone to help them out, and then that person will sell the parts. Or that person might buy a part off someone who's just giving it to them cheap because they're part of the community, and then that person turns around and flips it for quadruple the price, right? Okay, so now let's just talk a little about some of the times I personally got scammed, right? So when I was building this car here, it's hard to get in the picture from this angle, but when I was building my GTS conversion here, you had to get a lot of parts, a lot of parts, right? So some of the major ones are obviously the transmission and the rear diff and the engine, right? I mean, those are the main parts, and the electrical harness. Okay, there's a lot of expensive parts there, but for example, I got a killer deal on the engine from one guy, and that guy is super legit. However, when I bought the differential and the transmission, the guy told me everything was legit about it, but he's been in the community for 10 years. I've been in the community for 12 years. I trusted him. We knew each other for many years. We knew each other for 10 years. So I just bought the diff off of him, and we showed up with the minivan, piled the diff and the transmission. I bought both from him, And when I brought them back and I started examining everything, I was like, what the hell? There's the mounting brackets for the forelinks on the diff were all cracked. All of them. All of the mounting brackets were cracked. I'm like, what the hell? And then, of course, he's like, oh, they were like that. I didn't know. And then with the transmission, he said in his listing on the forum that everything was legit about it. However, once I started driving the car, once the conversion was finished, which obviously took several years, if you've been following my channel, then I soon realized that the synchros were shot in like between 3 and 4, and it's just a nightmare to downshift at all. So, I mean, those are just... And I paid a lot of money. I paid like, I think, $800 or something for the diff and the tranny. And this was before the 8.6 market kind of blew through the roof and all the prices went crazy. So that's just one example of where I got scammed personally. And I wasn't happy, and I got taken advantage of by a guy in the community who I thought was super legit, but he wasn't at all. Now, there have been other situations like that too. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. When I bought the electrical harness for the car, the guy shipped it to me, but he stripped off all the relays and stuff like that. So I had to go to junkyards and try to find the relays that were missing. And it's like, why? Like, why? You knew, I told you I needed the harness for a conversion. And obviously I'm going to need the relays for the conversion. So why the heck would you do that? Like just sketchy shit like that. It's like, not to mention I was gouged on those too, right? For shipping and stuff like that. Like, lots of shitty shit like that, and it goes on. It goes on and on and on. The lighting's getting kind of bad. The sun's moving a little bit, but you get what I'm trying to say. I also know a couple of other people who've been scammed, stuff like that. Not just in Ontario, but just part of the bigger car community, stuff like that. There was a lot of drama about club stickers. And one fellow scamming the community for club stickers and stuff like that. And it's just like, what is your problem? Why do these people come and join the community? Like, actually, the community name or team or logo or whatever was sold, which I think was very strange. It was sold from one fellow to another, and then that fellow started like going after people and being like, hey, you can't reproduce my logos and stuff like that. Very weird. Very, very weird. Like a car community, right? Just, I don't get it. I don't get why people need to ruin car communities like they do. So, lots of sketchy shit. Like, when I first joined the community, I'm in Ontario, so I won't name the communities in this group, but if you can figure it out if you just use Google. These communities, like when I first joined, it wasn't really about profit, but it certainly is now. It's all about financial gains, right? I mean, cars are bought and flipped, and every little piece is sold for ridiculous prices. I remember ages ago, like if a guy needed a part and I had it, I'd just be like, come by, I'll just give it to you. You don't need to give me anything. I'm not doing anything with it. I don't care about the $5 or $20 it's worth. Just come over and I'll give it to you. But now, for some reason, there's a lot of people who all they care about is the money. About the money and like creating like a reputation as like cool dudes who run the scene and stuff like that. And it's all about profit. And the hobby is second to their profit. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've just rambled about nothing, basically, for 5 minutes. We're at 5 minutes now. But essentially, yeah, that's how I kind of feel about the car communities here is it's just about profit. And that's why I don't really want to be part of it anymore. I'm still going to work on my 8.6s and hang out with friends. And that's what I would recommend everyone else do, too, is just build your car with friends, right? Do it that way. Don't worry about big communities or trying to fit into communities, because in the end, they all go to shit anyways. Because money, money, money. Anyways, guys, to sum it up, it's very frustrating. The car community's basically gone to shit here in Ontario. There's a lot to say that I can't cover in like 5 or 6 minutes and not bore you to death. But essentially, there's a lot of people who are in it for profit, and they know who they are. They definitely know who they are. But here's the thing. They don't care. They don't care. They're not... You need to realize that a lot of people, they don't care about ruining the community long as they get the dollar bills. That's all it's about. It's the dollar bills. Fuck you, show me money. Or give me money. Give me money. I want money. Give me money. Give me money. And to those people, I won't sell any of my shit. I would rather set it on fire than give them any of my parts. I have lots of parts here that, I could sell to make profit, but I don't want to. I would gladly give them to someone legit, but I'm not giving them away, or certainly not giving them to someone who I know is going to flip them, or is a flipper. So I'd rather burn them, to be honest with you. So, what else is there to say other than it's kind of shitty that the communities have gone this way. The car communities, lots of communities have gone this way over the years. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say. I guess I'm kind of just blabbing on endlessly. All right, have a good one, guys. Look out for yourself.